And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that.
Georgia Southern
22. The Eagles offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Ramsey. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That was a nice pickup running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Second down.
They'll go to the ground. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Eagles headed quickly to the line. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They're trying to get to him. Gets it out quickly. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Dances away. He's going to take off.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute and put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
1st down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's got his man. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Flips it out in the flat. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quickly to the tight end. Tackled, but he has a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The Knights have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback extends the play. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And the extra point makes it 7-3. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Georgia Southern, 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. Got it in the middle. It's Proctor. He's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ramsey. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. On second down, he'll fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab. It's Algier. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. He just didn't have get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
And it's no good. He missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on the 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richardson. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. The Miami Redhawks made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing inside this program. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll throw it on 1st down. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. It's caught. Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid.
Looking deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Knights moving quickly to the line. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, UCF! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Here's the handoff. Makes his man miss. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. 2nd half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff.
Georgia Southern, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
From the gun, running back on the move. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this 2nd half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Got enough for the first. Oh, what a spin. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move that gives him the first down yardage? The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Flips it out to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Richardson. And they're able to make the tackle. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Knights! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They go to the ground. Shakes off the tackler. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Eagles want to pick up the tempo. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, it's Richardson. Into the spin cycle and forward. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Snowed under by the defense.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Running back goes in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Swings it out to his running back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Knights are flying down the field. Motion from the offense. to the air on first down. Extending the play. Got out of trouble and throws. He finds his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And here comes the offense on second down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Quick toss. Touchdown, UCF! And the route is off. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tulsa overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Golden Hurricane tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. The quick out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
Good enough for first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Eagles will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you've got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you and you create a negative play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
I this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Eagles. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. From the gun. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Knights are marching down the field. He's going to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They keep attacking through the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mays. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
The pass is incomplete. Night Nation, it's third.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to get it through the air. Shoots it to the left. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Open space at the 25. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On second down, wants to throw. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. After this, it'll be a wrap. He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the returner will be brought down. They won the game today.